Alright, so yeah, it's the Ashnod's deck. Again, make sure we know the deck. Card for card. Probabilities matter. Ratios of cards matter. We're playing against everything here. So, 2 Assessors, 1 Fron. Gotta watch out for the Fron. We kind of like can't let our health get too low too early. Especially because we are a very slow deck here. We are on what I can basically call a nut draw. There's almost an argument to mulligan one of the trappers. Because yeah, like, double drawing trapper is actually kind of awkward. And Vile Feast can be really good against Glory Seeker, and a 1/1 blocker is great here. I think this is actually a nut draw. I might kick one of the trappers. It's a good draw here. So Vile Feast, we're never using on a 1/1 here. Vile Feast is pretty much going to be an anti-Glory Seeker card. You know, Glory Seeker very vulnerable to Vile Feast. Might force out a Troll Chance or something. Or we can use it on an Iceville Archer, which is a 3/1. It's got a good stat line for this as well. We drew the 3rd Trapper, like we always do. Ugh. Like, the first Trapper is nuts. The second Trapper is actually pretty good. I don't mind it. Like, having 2 Trappers is solid. It's... Having the 3rd Trapper is, like, actively kind of bad. Gotcha. How does this happen? Like, I know Kravir is watching this, and he's going to be saying to Precipic right now in the voice call, he's going to be saying, see, I told you 3 Trappers was worse than 0. The probability of drawing all fucking 3 is so low, and I need to draw 1, and I don't mind. 2 is good. But, like, what the fuck? I'm tilted. Yeah, I mean, I can block this Hawk for free. This Hawk attack is weird. He's not running the Brothers Bond version. Like, he can't bluff that. Like, look at, if he was running 1 Brothers Bond, that'd be so sick here, right? Like, I couldn't block with my Trapper into this Hawk if he was running 1 Brothers Bond. That Hawk attack is very strange to me. I do not understand this at all. There's no card in his deck that punishes this block. What? Very bizarre. I mean, I'm sure my opponent was saying the same thing when I atrocity'd his Ezreal. Like, you know, misplays happen. Oh, I'm a good player. I drew the Yeti on the 33-on-4, so the question is my opponent also a good player? How good are both of us as players? I drew my Yeti. Did you draw yours? Yeti check here? Drawing Yeti on 4 and the opponent not having drawn on the 4 is such a big deal. He thinks I have it just because I'm curving. Yeah, me too, dude. Oh my god. Does he also have it? I have to play this. I actually do have to play it now. Just because my attack here is not good anyway. But he's also got 2 Everos and Trappers. That's funny. This is a good hand state for me. His scary hand states are ones where he can like Ashe combo for a win. I do want to save something to potentially blow those out. I could attack with everything to try to trade down the board. All it's doing is like forcing my Vile Feast in a weird way. I think there's really no reason to take trolley attacks whatsoever. Kind of always no reason to do troll plays. Okay, so I'm a very good player. I drew the other Yeti here. Wow, I'm a sick player. Never mind. Drawing 3 Everos and Trappers is nuts. I'm crazy. I drew 3 Trappers and I've got 2 5/5s on turn 5. And I'm about to get one on turn 6 too, by the way. Top deck again. I'd be mauling right now. So I can't play it before Vile Feasting the Glory Seeker. I do actually need the Glory Seeker to be confirmed dead. And it's not going to be confirmed dead. He does need to attack here. So I do have the ability to just pass. The only problem is, like, it's pretty likely he'll Troll Chant the Glory Seeker. There was a call to Vile Feast pre-combat, because he's never spending the mana, he's never spending the spell mana before combat, and if I Vile Feast pre-combat, then I have information on where the Troll Chant is going, so I can better know, where to, you know, align the block. Because he's going health here, and it's going minus attack here, so that just gives me a better block. Yeah, let's Troll Chant first. Or sorry, let's force the Troll Chant first. I don't think this is vulnerable to anything. Okay, so no Troll Chant, so we're good either way. That's an important little line of reasoning there. So we're a very good player. I've drawn 2 Yetis before he's even got 1. And I could just play this Ancient Yeti here too. I might be about to play this Ancient Yeti here too, actually. He's almost guaranteed to draw a Yeti next turn. This is really fucking funny. Holy shit. He's almost guaranteed to draw a Yeti next turn. So I kind of want to open attack because of that. And this open attack is actually should be terrifying for him. Like, his health actually does matter here. I could actively just avoid playing the Trapper here. Like, I might never want to play this Trapper. I do need these draws to improve. If like, the thing is, if I'm drawing the Enraged Yeti, I do still want it earlier rather than later. Yeah, I think I actually should never play this Trapper. Because, like, my lose condition involves an Ash that we don't have an answer for. So this is a good case of the situation where I should literally avoid playing this third Trapper like the plague. I should just play everything else and just ignore this as a card. My problem is, like, sometimes I look at this spot and say, like, if I'm going to draw it anyway, I'd rather draw it earlier than later. But it just doesn't really work here. So if I, you know, let him play a card, he'll play a 5/5, and I'll have a good block to my 5/5 Overwhelm. This is the easiest full attack of my career. Like, forcing out a Harsh Winds on defense for him is what we want. We want it so his Ash can't Harsh Winds into a win. That's how we win. Like, forcing this out is pretty gigantic here. I could see attacking with the Spider being wrong. Yeah. I could see attacking with the Spider being wrong. But if his health goes this low, I'm just going to kill him with Overwhelm even without Feel the Rush, right? Like, if he's not blocking that and going down to 2, I'm kind of chilling. Spider's really important against, like, Ash Nox because it is a trump blocker. You know, obviously, post-Ash level, some things might not matter, but, you know, you can usually block with it before the Ash level, and it can save you 5 health, which is crazy. But I already have good blockers for the 5/5s, and yeah, every point of damage, I have to assume points of damage are always mattering here. So, it looks like my turn here is always Catalyst, and then next turn I've got the 11 mana. So I'm using Feel the Rush on my next attack 2 turns from now, which feels very good. Feels actually quite amazing. I guess what that means is I can use the Wad Claw now instead of the Catalyst. Wad Claw is a bit better now if he's open attacking, right? Is that stupid? I guess there's some draws that give me more flexibility in doing it this way. Just play this now. There's a chance he would have held Ash until I tapped under Vengeance mana. So there's a chance that holding mana limits his option in that way. But I don't think so in this case. Like, he can't really do that. And yeah, I think I just pass here. Again, this is a good case for avoiding playing the third Trapper. If the game was looking different, if we maybe didn't draw a Yeti so early, you know, or if our hands look different, I easily could play the third Trapper here. 100%. But yeah, like, drawing a Troll Chant here is probably better than this 5/5. Because Troll Chant actually has a chance to swing things. Whereas, I mean, my board is already kind of full if the 5/5 comes down anyway. This is looking good start to this series here. I'm glad, you know, the lineup is working, right? We had an unfortunate matchup in round 1, which got balanced out by the fact that I didn't have to play against Bones or Morp a second time. So we only hit them once, which is fine. The funny thing is, like, yeah, I think on average we're hitting them maybe once in a tournament as well. I guess, I mean, if we make it to the finals, we hit Bones a second time. And I'll just play Wad Claw here. Can't really punish this. I can even Troll Chant this turn while still leaving mana for Feel the Rush after. Oh, he can punish this. I just locked myself out of board space. Ooh.
Sharpen the blades.
I think he doesn't realize that. I think he's gonna attack with the Glory Seeker here.
I'll cut them. Face me.
Yeah, I don't play Feel the Rush decks a lot. I played it for like a day when they first started, and it was probably slightly improper to play the Alpha Wad Claw. I don't know. It's not as if there wasn't a consideration for it, I guess, but it's probably wrong. And even if there was a consideration for it, like, if you didn't think about something you should have thought about, then it's a misplay, right? Like, even if, like, after you think about it, you end up being like, yeah, my play was right either way, you need to be considering everything. Like, you need to spot the things you actually have to be thinking about. And if you're not spotting them, then you're misplaying, even if you click the right buttons. I mean, he might be smart enough to actually not take this attack, but if he doesn't attack here and bricks his Glory Seeker, he's kind of screwing himself over either way. So he can stay alive for a turn by like harsh windsing, but if he uses his win conditions on defense, then our deck beats his. And that's the identity of this matchup. Like, that's why this is favored. Because like, yeah, harsh winds kind of counters this deck, but the only problem is with an Ash deck, harsh winds is their win condition, so it doesn't end up really working, right? So we do have to like value our board presence to a degree. What the hell is all this Yetis? Jesus Christ. I mean, he kind of has to harsh winds to stay alive. I don't really want to let him kill one of my units for free. But also I have Ice Pillar, so I've got a board anyway. We have to worry about Ash. Do I not attack with Wad Claw? I mean, we have to assume he's devaluing my blockers anyway. I can force him to literally block my entire board. We don't have a combat trick on this combat.
Come on!
It might be best odds to just full attack here. Just because, like, it kind of plays around Ash the best, I guess. Am I afraid of Ash hands? I think I'll just do this. I mean, he's about to concede, I think, right? Or maybe he'll play it out. Usually the Vlad emote is like a pre-concede button.